What sort of level of involvement does Lockheed Martin have in the Liberty capsule?
So that level of involvement has been growing pretty immensely since about that 8-month period. They're my subcontractor on the capsule and the service module. So, our life support systems, Hamilton Sunstrand, our reaction control system, the OMS engine, Aerojet, as an example, my flight management units, flight computers, which are derived from the Boeing 777-787 that Orion's using, all of those Lockheed manages for me. There's one big difference. I'm the customer, not NASA. So, Liberty, we have an entirely different set of rules, given that it's a Space Act agreement and it's a commercial endeavor, which is very different from FAR-based set of rules where the government actually owns, when you're done, they own everything, the product, the IP. When we're all done, I own it. Not me personally, but ATK, right, Liberty. It's our Liberty vehicle. So it's been interesting, and as a matter of fact, in the lunch discussion, we just heard that, hey, sometimes contractors that have grown up in the FAR world tend to think that way, and I understand that because that is us, was us, sort of thing. And so the same with our subcontractors all the time. They'll start talking about, hey, we know NASA, although the rules say this, they're going to want it better here and better there and better there, and so, we're going through a learning curve where I'm saying, hey, no, I'm the customer. No, don't you worry about NASA. That's what I do as the program manager. I'm your customer. This is commercial. I can't afford to do it that way, and we can figure out how to do it very well on a commercial budget.
Was it recently then, after you guys decided to use the composite vehicle, the Orion, as the capsule, was it around the same time that you guys selected the max abort system for the launch abort for
It was. And so we looked, and we looked at the tower system, which is very capable. But interestingly, NASA Langley in 2007, the same time they looked at the composite pressure share alternative, they looked at an alternative abort system for Orion, which is MLAS. So we as well have been involved in that industry team. So it's kind of an ingenious design. Given Liberty's long and has high bending moments to begin with, anything to shorten the stack is good, in the direction of goodness for me. So MLAS obviously doesn't add all that additional length that the tower system does. We worked with NASA. We took their design, which is a really good design, but it's got 3 systems on it. I wanted one with just one system. The elegance, the simplicity, the reliability, simplicity, and so as long as I can get the same performance out of it, I'm really proud of my folks. We've figured out how to eliminate the attitude control system, how to eliminate the jettison motors. And so now we have, the system has 6 solid rocket boosters around it, and that's it. So they basically go into a composite shroud. They give me the attitude control, they give me the jettison capability, and their performance is at least as better, if not better, and it's more reliable because the system's simpler. And in the commercial world, it's cheaper. It's less expensive to manufacture. So.
Good. When will you guys be doing a test launch of that system?
2014. So I think, I'm trying to picture my schedule, I think it's May of 2014. We're launching off of Launch Pad 46, Cape Canaveral side.
Now, is that the full Liberty system or just the abort system?
This is the abort system. And so it's a pretty ingenious test, but we're gaining points of the envelopes for max dynamic pressure at significant high angles of attack. So we'll know how well it performs at the boundaries. As a matter of fact, we've been dispersing those boundaries out to ones that are 3 sigma, but boundaries that very rarely would you ever expect to get there. That's in early 14, and then later 14, we're doing a test that simulates a second stage failure. So this one we do have a full up Liberty full stage. We have a mass simulator second stage, similar to Ares 1X. But then on top, we have a capsule simulator and an active abort system. Because if you look at statistics, the most likely time to need the abort system is at staging. That's where, even if we look back the past year and a half, incredibly reliable progress, had a staging problem where there was a failure of ignition on 3rd stage in that case. The North Koreans at staging, their second stage didn't ignite. One other one's not coming to mind. But anyway, if you just go back in history and look and analyze it, you say, hey, a very likely failure scenario is at staging. So we're testing that with our abort system as well.